have a seat. I'd like to welcome everybody to this afternoon's public forum on health care. We want to thank the Oak Land Junior High School for making their facility available to us. I'm Bob Detmer, and I'm the state representative for Senate District 52A. Thank you. And I'll be your moderator today. And my wife and I live in Forest Lake, Minnesota. The committees that I serve on, the state capitol, are the K-12 Education Finance. I served on the head GOP on the Veterans Affairs Committee. I serve on the Rules Committee, Property Tax, and other tax committee. And I'm in my second term. My wife and I also have twin sons that are serving in the active Army. They're West Point. You know, I was talking to my son today, who's currently in Afghanistan. I mentioned that we're going to be putting together a forum like this. And after hanging up, I thought to myself, you know, this is what our people in the military are doing for us, is that we can meet in a free society and speak and talk. Whether we agree or disagree with the issues, we can get together and have a common sense conversation of what we believe in. And I think this is what... I think this is what our young men and women who are serving in our armed forces today are all about. And regardless if you agree or disagree why we're doing what we're doing, you support our troops. And I must not forget, we also have a daughter that teaches in Stuttgart, Germany. She teaches English. She's been over there 2 years after graduating from Bethel University, and she's just doing a great job over there. First of all, being I am a Chief Warrant Officer of the Army Reserve, still serving, how many here are still or have served in the military? Please stand up. Service. Please, everybody stand and we recite the Pledge of Allegiance of our flag and in the rules of this forum. And we're going to have a 5 to 7 minute opening statements by both Congresswoman Bachmann and Dr. Burgess. Then there will be a question and answer by the audience from 3:05 approximately to 3:50. And then there will be closing remarks at the end by both speakers. And we plan on finishing the forum at 4 p.m. Let me go through the ground rules. Out of respect for all that want to see and hear the presentation, we ask that you not bring the signs in here, just so people can see what's going on. Thank you for all of you that left your signs outside. We want to ensure that no one's views are obscured. Similarly, out of respect for all attendants, we ask that you permit all speakers to speak and uninterrupted. That includes the people at the mics. The first rules are reserved for the press and media. Anyone who is here with the press and media, including the bloggers, please see Rachel Horn, the Congresswoman's Deputy Press Secretary, if you haven't already. She has a press packet for you to sign in a sign-in sheet. We only take questions and comments today on the subject of health care, on health care reform. This is a health care forum. We have 2 microphones up front. When I call on you to present your question and comments, please state your name and the city where you live. Please keep your questions brief and to the issue on health care, so that others will be able to get their chance to come up and speak. We ask that you please stay seated until both of the speakers have given their introductory remarks. Then what I'll do, I'll give you the signal that you can start lining up behind the microphones. Just to start off with, I'd like to introduce Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann. Elected in 2006, Congresswoman Bachmann is the first Republican woman to be elected to the U.S. House of Representatives from Minnesota. On her first term as Congresswoman Bachmann, developed a reputation as a principal reformer who stays true to her conservative beliefs while pushing real reform in the broken ways of Washington. And her strong advocacy for the constituents that earned her the second term, she has stuck by her words. She is leading advocate for bipartisan earmark reform and tax relief, and is a staunch opponent of wasteful government spending. Prior to serving in the United States Congress, Bachmann served in the U.S. State Senate. She was elected in the Minnesota State Senate in the year 2000, where she championed the taxpayers' Bill of Rights. And prior to that, Congresswoman Bachmann spent 5 years as a federal tax litigation attorney, working on hundreds of civil and criminal cases. That experience solidifies Bachmann's strong support for the efforts to simplify the tax code and reduce the tax burdens on the families and small businesses' budgets. Congresswoman Bachmann currently sits in the Financial Service Committee. This committee is tasked with oversight of numerous financial sectors, including housing, real estate, and banking. This also gives the Congresswoman keen insight into the housing crisis and the credit crunch, leading her to a staunch opponent of the taxpayer-funded bailout of Wall Street. The 6th Congressional District of Minnesota contains parts of 6 counties, stretching from Stillwater past St. Cloud, including suburbs of the Twin Cities, which encompasses many of the nation's largest financial service sectors, making Congresswoman Bachmann's position on the Financial Services Committee particularly important. Now, Congresswoman Bachmann also graduated from Anoka High School and Winona State University. Bachmann and her husband Marcus lives in Stillwater, where they own a small business and mental health care practice that employs 42 people. The Bachmanns have 5 children, and they have opened their home to 23 foster children, which is inspiring. So welcome, Congresswoman Bachmann.
Well, thank you everyone for coming. I want to thank Bob Detmer for that great introduction, and thank you for your time, and also for Clene Detmer for helping us to be able to open up with the national anthem. I want to thank those who are in the overflow area. We could not be more pleased with this turnout today. I think this speaks so highly of all of you who are here today, whether we agree or disagree. This speaks so highly of the people here in Minnesota, that you want to have a voice in this important debate that's engaging everyone across the country. So thank you so much for taking your time to come today, and I understand we have people in the overflow area, in the cafeteria. I'm sorry that we couldn't break open the walls and let you be a part of this, but thank you for your patience. I know it's a little trying to watch this on a remote. We're thankful you can actually watch this out in the cafeteria, and we're thankful you can hear. If for any reason, if the sound goes down or the video goes down, please let someone know so we can make sure that you can remain a part of this forum as well. We're also videotaping this, and we'll try and make this available on the web so we can get this broader distribution for people as well. So thank you again for coming. It is probably, one of my relatives says that Minnesota has about 6 perfect days a year, and this is undoubtedly one of those perfect days. So the